That the images from above really giving a better idea of the widespread damage across mid-Michigan.
Yeah, just look at that road completely washed out there. Our Doug Rudin joins us live now with a closer look at the warning that really may have been there, Doug, all along.
Yeah, certainly, Derek and Annie. The images are very jarring, but before we get to showing you those, we want to tell you that today, through court documents, we learned that Boyce Hydro, the company that owns the Edenville Dam, was actually cited and their license was revoked in 2018 for failing to do the very thing that might have actually prevented all that destruction last night.
A chopper from our sister station, WXYZ in Detroit, takes to the skies to survey the damage left behind from above. As it nears the Edenville Dam, it passes over the fields of central Michigan, wet from days of heavy rain that caused the dam to fail Tuesday afternoon. Moments later, our first aerial view of the shocking destruction. Home tops, the only thing visible above the water's peak. A car sits stranded in feet of water, washed away and carried off sometime in the night. School buses still recognizable, though they're barely visible. They're the images that will last from what experts call a 500-year flood, a road cut clean in half by the violent rush of waters. Massive trees pushed over or uprooted entirely after meeting the powerful waters head-on, even nature not spared from the ferocious flooding. And the people whose roads, shops, and homes are now gone or ruined, awestruck by a once-in-a-lifetime disaster in the middle of a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. Their entire lives now covered in water that just yesterday ran peacefully through the Tittabawassee River and Wixom Lake. And Fox 17 is learning tonight of years of wrongdoing by the company that owns the Edenville Dam. In 2018, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission suspended the license of Boyce Hydro Power. They were cited for failing to increase the dam's spill capacity, showing what the agency called a pattern of delay and indifferences towards the potential consequences dating back to 2004. Consequences that overnight turned this place named for paradise into a living nightmare.
And Derek, Annie, earlier this year, Boyce Hydro agreed to sell some of their holdings, including the Edenville Dam, to a community group for $9.5 million over the next 2 years. The governor did mention today in talking about the disaster that if Boyce Hydro were to be found responsible for this, she would consider legal recourse. Back to you in the studio.